Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakti. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna everyone. So today is the 14th of January 2024. It is Sunday. Narayana Masa or Pausha Masa. Shukla Paksham and Third Tithi. So there are no Vaishnavas today, but today there are festivals of Sankranti, and it is called in a number of names in India. So just like, but it is mentioned in the calendar as Yellow Tree, and actually that name belongs to the Punjab. And likewise, Makar Sankranti, South India for few states, and Pongal for few states, and then Uttarayan. So it is also the auspicious time of the sun movement. So by today, this winter has completed in the sense it starts reducing further. So that is the auspicious time of the sun movement. Uttarayan, so it is part of the West India, so or Gujarat, and also it is called Poshna, and also Magbihu, so in Assam and those eastern states, and Shishur in this northern states, different names, but what it is all auspicious. So on this day, so many people they celebrate so many with the fresh grains that they have grown and harvested in their fields and bring home, and they make nice recipes. And then, like for example, this sweet rice made with jaggery or sugarcane juice, and they keep it over the night, and tomorrow morning they offer it to the Lord, and then they take it. So this is also mentioned, Annat Bhavanti Bhutani Pajanyat Anna Sambhavaha Yajnat Bhavati Pajyanyo Yajna Karmaha Samudbhavaha. So this is about the food and how important it is for the humankind, and it is also gratitude towards the Supreme Lord. So that is about the events perspective. So, and everyone else know in different ways. But this is the all auspiciousness and also showing gratitude to the Supreme Lord, offering the fresh grains, the foods prepared with the fresh grains. That is from the events perspective. We shall quickly enter into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sutta Goswami is saying that Parikshit Maharaj, after he spoke to the all these Brahmanas and great sages sitting there, where Parikshit Maharaj is doing Prayopavesha. So he asked them, Punasya Bhuyat Bhagavacyanante Ratih Prasangasha Tadashreyeshu Mahastu Yam Yam Upyami Srishtim Maitristu Sarvatra Namo Vijebhyaha. This kind of prayers are very, very important. And also when Krishna was entering into the Mathura city, at that time, there is also one florist. So he has offered garland to Krishna, wherein beautiful garland. He was also praying the similar kind of thing. Oh my dear Lord, just please give me a place at your lotus feet and devotional service to you, unlimited devotional service, and equal vision towards all the living entities and association with the pure devotees. Please give me this kind of benediction in case if you desire so. If you wanted to give anything, I want only this one. And here Parikshit is also asking Punashabhuyad Bhagavacyanante Rati Prasangasha Tadashreyeshu Mahastuyam Yam Upyam Srishti Maitrisu Sarvatra Namo Vijebhyaha. For great sages or Brahmanas, both Vijayabhyas. So he is saying, I'm offering my obeisances again and again to you. So in case if I get material body again, then please show me mercy in such a way that I would be taking birth among the devotees association and complete devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and equal vision and friendly relationship with all the living entities. Maitrastu sarvatra namo vijebhyah. So likewise, Parikshit is asking, and he has sit on the dharba or the kushagras, keeping this kushagras roots towards the eastern direction, and he is sitting on a southern direction, southern side of the Ganges River, and his face is facing towards the northern direction. इति स्म राज अध्यवसाय युक्तः प्राचीनमूलेषु कुशेषु धीरः उदन्मुखो दक्षिणपोल आस्ते समुद्रपत्न्याः स्वसुत न्यस्तभारः. After handovering his kingdom to Janamejaya, his eldest son, so now he is sitting for the Prayopavesha. So today, Swata Goswami is saying that so by the determination that Parikshit is doing, and whatever the Prayopavesha is doing, so all these the pious living entities in the heavenly planets, or the demigods. So from there, they with so much of happiness, they have showered flowers on top of Parikshit Maharaj, and they have also rang the so many of musical instruments, celestial drums. They have beaten the celestial drums. So such a Parikshit determination is it is the indication for all of it. And so likewise, Sudha Goswami is saying, we are in the first canto, chapter 19, verse number 18. एवञ्च तस्मिन् नरदेवदेवे प्रायोपविष्टे दिवि देवसङ्गाः प्रशस्य भूमौ विकिरन् प्रसूनैः मुदा मुहुः दुन्दुभयश्च नेदुः. So evam च तस्मिन् नरदेवदेवे. So and thus the Parikshit evam च तस्मिन् नरदेवदेवे, he is the king Naradeva Deve, or he is the emperor Naradeva Deve, and Prayopavishte Divideva Sangaha, and being engaged in fasting to death. Prayopavishte Divideva Sangaha. In the sky, all the demigods and all of their groups, like we have got Akshpati Sangha, they have got a demigod Sangha like that. Divideva Sangaha. Prayopavishte Divideva Sangaha. Prashishya Bhumau Vikiran Prasunaihi. Prasasya, having praised the action of Parikshit Maharaj, Prasasya Bhumau, on the earth, Prasasya Bhumau Vikiran Prasunaihi. And what they have done, they have scattered or showered the flowers on top of the earth, wherever Maharaja Parikshit and all these Brahmanas and sages, they are sitting there. Prasasya Bhumau Vikiran Prasunaihi. Mudamuhuhu, and they are with so much of pleasure, continuously showering these flowers. And also, Muhuhu Dundubayasha Neduhu, and also beating these celestial drums. Dundubayasha Neduhu. So beautifully, this is the determination of the Parikshit Maharaj. So, one small boy is just giving a curse, and the king, he's taking very seriously those words and handing the kingdom, and then went to the Ganges River, next to the Ganges River, and doing Prayopavishta. So if anyone understands this one, it may not be that kind of seriousness. But here, Parikshit is doing everything and philosophically, and here the great saintly people is coming there, all auspicious situation. So the Goswami is saying and describing everything beautifully here. Such a determination, and the demigods are showering the flowers. एवं च तस्मिन् नरदेव देवे प्रायोपविष्टे दिवि देव संगाः प्रशिष्य भूमौ विकिरन् प्रसूनैः मुदा मुहुः दुन्दुभयश्च नेदुः. Okay, so that is Bhagavatam. So translation for this verse is, thus the king Maharaja Parikshit sat to fast until death. All the demigods of the higher planets praised the king's actions and in pleasure continuously scattered flowers over the earth and beat celestial drums. So purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even up to the time of Maharaja Parikshit, there were interplanetary communications, and the news of Maharaja Parikshit's fasting unto death to attain salvation reached the higher planets in the sky, where the intelligent demigods live. The demigods are more luxurious than human beings, but all of them are obedient to the orders of the Supreme Lord. There is no one in the heavenly planets who is an atheist or non-believer. Thus, any devotee of the Lord on the surface of the earth is always praised by them. And in the case of Maharaja Parikshit, they were greatly delighted and thus gave token of honor by scattering flowers over the earth and by beating celestial drums. A demigod takes pleasure in seeing someone go back to Godhead. He is always pleased with a devotee of the Lord, so much so that by his Adidevic powers, he may help the devotees in all respects. And by their actions, the Lord is pleased with them. There is an invisible chain of complete cooperation between the Lord, the demigods, and the devotee of the Lord on earth. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is, in this purport, it is a complete setup. It is a complete understanding and cooperation between the Lord, the demigods, and the devotee of the Lord on the earth. And why these demigods are very happy with the Parikshit Maharaj Prayopavesha. It is they think if the devotee comes there into the heavenly planets, they will sit together and do Krishna Katha there. So that is their desire. And also here, Parikshit, he is the pure devotee of the Lord, and he is not going to the heavenly planets. Instead, he is going to back to Godhead. And Prabhupada mentions about further in the interplanetary communications, and they are very intelligent people. So they are called demigods, and they are always obedient to the orders of the Supreme Lord, and they are always theist, and if they have got anything, they go only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not to anyone else. Okay, so and also Prabhupada mentions any devotee of the Lord on the surface of the earth is always praised by them, and with their Adidevic powers, they will give everything to the devotees. And so, and also here they are very pleased. They are showering the flowers on top of Parikshit and everyone on the earth, and then beating celestial drums. Whenever auspicious things happens, so all these things happens. When Krishna appears, everything auspicious in environment. When Kapil Bhagavan appears, everything auspicious in environment. And devotees like Arjuna takes birth, and all the demigods come and then shower their blessings. Likewise, this is whenever a great personality is taking birth on the earth, we see all auspicious signs. Now also we are seeing Lord Ramachandra's Rama Mandir opening on the 22nd of January. In India, everything is auspicious. Already, this auspicious environment has been invoked already so many days before. It will go further. So that is here. All these demigods, they're showering flowers and beating the celestial drums very beautifully. So this is एवं च तस्मिन् नरदेवदेवे प्रायोपविष्टे दिवि देवसङ्गाः प्रशस्य भूमौ विकिरन् प्रसूनैः मुदा मुहुः दुन्दुभयशनेदुः. So just remembering when this Prasuna was, this is Prasunaihi, when Krishna was entering into the Dwaraka. So there are also Prasuna Varshaihi Abhivashitah. They are also showering flowers on Krishna when Krishna was entering. That was so beautiful. It was also mentioned. Gano yata arko udupa chapa vaidyutaihi. When Krishna was coming, it was compared just like that. That is yata ghana arko udupa chapa vaidyutaihi. This in the sky, all is the sun, moon, and also thunders and that lightning, and also everything appears at only once, and also this rainbow all at once. Yata arko udupa chapa vaidyutaihi. It could not happen at the same time, but Krishna's beauty was like that when he was entering. Pisingavasa vanamalaya bhavo ghano yatarko udupa chapa vaidyutaihi. That is Krishna's beauty. So here, Parikshit is also receiving such kind of appreciations from the demigods. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Evam chitasmi naradeva deve प्रायोपविष्टे दिवि देव संगाः प्रहस्य भूमौ विकिरन् प्रसूनैः मुदामुहुः दुन्दुभयशनेदुः. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is a letter to Stephen Hebel, December 6, 1969, London. Can I request any dear devotees? It is a small letter only to read this letter. Yes, Mataji, please.
My dear Stephen Hebel, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your nice letter dated November 27, 1969 and have noted the content. I am pleased to learn that you are regularly attending all of our classes and you are serving nicely in the New York temple. Continue on this way and try to understand our philosophy as far as possible. Krishna gives assurance in the Bhagavad Gita that if one is very serious to perfect his Krishna consciousness, then automatically out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna gives such sincere soul the intelligence by which he can enter again into the spiritual sky. Actually, Krishna offered this intelligence freely to everyone, but only the fortunate person will take to it. Unfortunate person will speculate upon the word of Krishna and concoct some meaning according to their own sense gratification. But Krishna and his bona fide representatives are giving this knowledge freely to everyone. Now it is our duty to assimilate this knowledge and practice it. Just like the electric current is equal on all points of the electric system, but different light bulbs will take different amount of energy. This depends upon the capacity of the bulb to accept the electric current. Similarly, the Lord is not partly to everyone, but according to one's sincere desire to render and allow and allowed devotional service. So will be devotional service. So will he responds to enlighten such devotee. So the way for you to increase the capacity of receiving Krishna's mercy is to chant Hare Krishna regularly, at least 16 rounds per day, to associate with devotee of Krishna and to follow the rules and regulation. In this connection, Brahmanand and the other will be able to give you good guidance. My request to you is that you stick with this process sincerely, and I am sure Lord Krishna provide all facility for your advancement. I shall be returning to Boston around the 21st of this month, and I hope you shall come to visit me at that time. Please offer my blessing to the other. I hope this will lead you in a good health. Your ever well wisher, S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
Yeah, yes, Hare Krishna. So here Prabhupada is saying that, like, giving the guidance that, like, that I think maybe it's a new fight, but like the person, yeah, and it's just saying like it's very it's very good that you are regularly attending the temple and and following the service, and then just continue to the practice toward the Krishna, and Krishna we will get the mercy and we will get more advanced. And he also said like Krishna is equal to everyone, like he give knowledge to everyone, like he wants to give everything to everyone, but it's upon the different person how much they can take, and then he gave us like example of electricity that it's electricity like giving point everything electricity, but it is upon the bulb how much they can absorb, like how much they take. So similarly, like Krishna and like his bona fide spiritual master give the every give, like yeah so give the his mercy to everyone, but according to the one, like sincere desire, and they will take uh, uh, and then whatever, like according to desire people can absorb. And so that's something was said very nicely. And then he also said to follow, like you, and then he given guidance that make sure that you do the like 16th round and follow the rules and regulation, and then that will help you to advancement in your spirituality. And then he just said there is some the like Brahmana, then other people will guide you to to get advancement in the Krishna consciousness. And so it's very nicely said to Prabhupada how to what to do and this requirement to advancement, how you can get the mercy to Krishna, so on. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely explained. Yeah, so this is very beautiful. Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so in this letter, Prabhupada is stressing on the devotional service, carry out as it is. So Krishna will reciprocate with you. Only the service through the service, Lord will reveal in the heart, and He is equal to everyone. Samoham sarvabhuteshu namedvesthi na priyaha. He is equal to everyone. But he bhajanti to mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. So likewise, whoever is with love and devotion, they worship me, I reciprocate with them in the similar way. So that is one thing. And the Prabhupada also mentions about example, Mataji mentioned very nicely. And also Prabhupada, this is the 16 rounds per day, associate with the devotees of Krishna, follow the rules and regulations. And also in connection Brahma and others will be able to give you good guidance. This is the senior devotees, they will give you good guidance, and also at the same time we will be compassionate towards the neophytes and make friendship with the equal ones. Mahatam Bahumanena and Deenanam Anukampaya Evatma Maitriyacha Evatma Tulyeshu Yemena Niyemena Cha. Just follow the rules and regulations and make friendship who are of the similar kind of people progressing in Krishna consciousness, and worship the senior devotees or respect senior devotees, and then show compassionate unto the living, the lower ones. Deenanam Anukampaya, who are materialistic people. So just like that, but we don't mingle with them. Just only compassion. Give only Krishna, that's all. And then Prabhupada stick to the process very strictly. This is sticking with the process. Sometimes we say in the devotion, this person did that one, that person did. No, that is not the reasons, but we are sticking to the process. There may be so many things are going on. One person depends on the person consciousness and his activities, his ambitions. That is not the matter to us. It is Prabhupada's request is that you stick with this process sincerely. This is the Krishna consciousness movement. And Lord Krishna provide all facilities for your advancement. So this is, we should not depend on any person at all. We stick to the process. This person is doing that one. He's doing very great job. This person is not doing nicely. We should not talk such kind of things. If we speak, then we are far away from the process. The what does process says? Prabhupada mentions 16 rounds per day. Associate with the devotees of Krishna to follow the rules and the regulations. And whenever we need, we ask only what is the reference as per Krishna consciousness. That's all. There may be so many things are going on which is not related to us personally. Either it is good or not good, it doesn't matter. But what is the process? What am I doing now? What I am supposed to do now? That is very important. And then Krishna will provide all facilities for your advancements. So that is very, very beautiful points. But how we take it, that is depends on our heart and what is going on in our heart, what is our desire. Okay, it's very beautiful letter. Thank you, Mataji. So that is from the any other comments?
Just about the Makar Sankranti today's days, like I just want to add, like the Pitama has left his body today on this Makar Sankranti day, and many sages also waiting to come this day, and like because they have ability to when to left their body and they wait for this day. So I thought I can add, and it's very important. Like it's very important on this day to do the donation and things like that.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So for bringing that one. This is and also it is tomorrow is Ganga Sagar Mela as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Ganga Sagar Mela, and tomorrow is Makar Sankranti as well. So this is a sequence of 3 to 4 days. So all the
Today, no? It's not today.
so
Sankranti.
today it is a bit advancedly in one part of the India. So Lohri they celebrate as is mentioned in the calendar, and tomorrow it is on like a Panchami, the Ganga Sagara Mela or Makara Sankranti. That is on Panchami day in the calendar it is showing.
Okay, and I heard like Makar Sankranti always come on 14th of January.
Yeah, just maybe 14, around 14, 15, or 13. So those 3 days generally it appears. Yes, Mother, you're right. It's generic.
Yeah, normally, like we have like sometimes Janmashtami, all other like spiritual, like just say Janmashtami or other things changes, but on this Makar Sankranti, it always stayed on 14th January.
Yeah.
That's something
So
we
we
had.
follow on the Tidis perspective, not English
Mm.
calendar numbers, but they may
Okay.
approximately fall either 13, 14, and 15, something like that.
Okay, this okay.
Sometimes in between 12 and 16, 12 and 17, those 3 days would come in, 3 or 4 days come in sequence.
Yeah, and because it's also because people are flying the kite because it's very there is also some good things like seeing on the sky on the sun like today is very specious because we don't have sun here but yeah looking at the sun, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for updating those details. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, can I ask, like, what is these in days specialty? Should we do anything specifically? So I don't know about this. So could you please tell me, like, what is the specialty?
For Krishna conscious devotees?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Or generally, what is the what should we do?
Generally, yes, there are four days, 3 to 4 days. The first day is called Bhogi, or what they are the fire festival. Fire festival in the sense, whatever the unused things in the home, like all that the rubbish, they will bring on the early morning at 3 o'clock or something, 2:30, something like that. In a village, if we see in the villages, everyone in front of their home, they bring somewhere or other, they will burn. They will put some fire pile. And it is very beautiful thing. It is called Bhogi on the first day. On that day, all the people they worship to the forefathers who are not married, and they left their body. They're called Veeras. I mean, some part of the people, but I'm just giving an indication. Um, this is one festival that is called Bhogi, and the next day they worship their forefathers. That is actually the forefathers with all the grains, whatever they have collected from the fields, the fresh grains. They prepare this with the sugar cane juice. They prepare the sweet rice, and then they offer it to the lords on that day. And then the forefathers and the new clothes to the forefathers. And before day, the forefathers brothers are like siblings who are not married, but they left their body, that is, and giving the clothes and offering some kind of prasadam to them. That is their festival. Next day is the actual forefathers and mothers, grandmothers or grandfathers. So for them we worship on the second day. Third day is the festival of the cows. So we decorate all these cows very nicely, beautifully, taking cows to the ponds and then wash them and then cleans them neatly. If there are any insects on top of the cow, cleans everything. And then once we bring them home, and then we apply this turmeric and also the kumkuma, decorate cow very nicely, and also different the horns, they are painted very nicely. And likewise it is given celebrating the cow festival. And then all the bulls they were taken in the street, and then it's the festival of bulls, and then running behind the bulls, and all the youth they take pleasure in the cows festival. There is competitions as well, taking the selecting the big bulls and then putting some kind of prizes on top of the horns of the big bull. By looking at the bull, everyone get fearful, but whoever is more strong and brave enough, they can hold the bull and then just get that prizes. Such kind of festivals. That is the on the same day evening. All the people, they go to the place nearer to the forest, and there is one who is protecting the forest and the cows and everyone. They worship the Lord, and once again there is a fight, a big fight there, and that is the third day. And the fourth day, uh, once again they go to the temple and take the deities, and then around the forest or around the hill they do the bhajans, and then going back as a one round. It happens, maybe starts in the evening and go in the early morning likewise. That is the fourth day festival, or called Kanuma, something like that. It is all auspicious thing. It happens in a different dimensions in each and every state, but just a given indication of one particular to Southeast India.
So, what is this day's first day or second?
Yeah, in Gujarat we do the kite flying.
Okay.
Yeah, and also kites, they go to the Narmada River and then fly these kites. It is so beautiful vision to see. Even as a child, we also need to, we prepare these kites and then take there and then take pleasure in doing all these things. We don't have to prepare kites with plastic and all those things. Naturally, palm leaves, and take up leaves and then make it like a square shape with another thorny thing, and then put it on a small stick and then run, and then it will turn it. Children take so much of, like, everything is natural, no ready-made, no preparation, no manufacturing. Everything is prepared by children and play, and then by the evening, um, it may be lasting for 2 or 3 days like that. Okay, there are a few things very nicely in the everything is eco-friendly, natural happiness.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. I was hearing for the first time. Maybe there is something like that in my part also, but I'm not aware of this. Thank you so much for explaining how beautiful was all of these things, but now everything is almost gone, right? Hare Krishna. Thank you for explaining, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So these are very beautiful things. When we remember those incidents, they have got some meaning to get so much of happiness. But at the same time, similar kind of festivals come. Everything has a ceremony. It will is it throughout the journey of from childhood to boyhood, youthhood, and then young, and then get married, and then family life, and getting older. We see series of all these things. We just derive the pleasure and keep it going on every year like that. And that day, and then we wait for the last moment, whether it is life is successful or not. We should not be sticking to this all the festivals here just like that, but need to situate in the yoga, connecting everything to the Lord. That is very, very important. If you are separating that one, it is just a rituals. When we connect to the Supreme Lord, it is spiritual. But nowadays, that spirit connecting to the Lord is not happening. That's why people are not getting any happiness at all. When there is a festivals happening in UK, they simply just prepare foods and eat it. That's it. They don't talk about the spirituality. So drama is great, but they don't know how great Lord drama is. What are the qualities? They don't speak on further. They prepare they all the food things and eat it and then done. We are Hindus and we celebrate it nicely. But in the behind, there is no spirit of it. They think that victory over the victory. What is that? Good. I don't get those words.
Evil to victory.
Victory
Good.
over evil. Goodness, victory over evil. Always good wins. So something like that. They say that, but what is the goodness? They don't understand. Following the spiritual process, regulative principles of human life, that is goodness. They don't follow it. That is called rituals. and then everyone come together and enjoy it, and then they celebrate. By the evening, everyone disperses. Tomorrow onwards, once again engaging in the ordinary activities. That's it. That is called a ritual. Spiritual means it is not like that. Spiritual, it's a constant happiness all the time. All the time. That is the spiritual. That is called yoga. That we see only within the devotees community only, not anywhere else. Okay, so that is about the festivals. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so if you're all happy, and from the announcements point of view, once again our week is starting. I don't have much updates. Coming Tuesday is our preaching session with Devashish Prabhuji, and week after, Gauringi Mataji is going to speak on 23rd. Those are the upcoming events. If you're all happy, then we shall move on to the Srimad Bhagavatam Shlokas learning. Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you so much. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we are learning the shlokas. In the last session, we have been in the Mumukshu Ghor Rupan Hitva Bhuta Patinada Narayana Kalaha Santaha Bhajanti Henusuyavaha. Okay, let me, where is that one? Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 2, and verse number 27. Okay, so in this context of this verses, so Suta Goswami is saying previously, so all these many people who are surrendering themselves to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they derive the greatest pleasure. So, Bhejre Muniyotagre Bhagavantam Adokhyam Sattvam Shuddham Chemaya Kalpante Yenu Taniha. They will purify themselves from all the material contamination. And even though there are so many, they take only shelter of the Narayana Kalaha, and they are Santaha, only expansions of Vishnu and Krishna Narayana, but not the Ghor Rupan Hitva. They will leave all these things. Bhotapati Nataha. So they take only shelter of Vishnu. But here today, Sudha Goswami is saying, some of the people who are infected with the modes of passion and ignorance, they worship the Pitrus or Bhotas or different demigods in order to get the opulence and also the famous of fame, such kind of things, all the material things for to get big, to get a nice children. So likewise, so the Goswami is saying. So we are in the first canto, chapter 2, verse 27. These are the seed verses. That's why we are going one shloka by one shloka. There are so many important shlokas, but we are trying to cover second and third, which are the summary verses of entire Srimad Bhagavatam. Rajastamaha prakrutayah samasila bhajanti vai pitrubhuta prajesadin Sri Aishwarya prajesavaham. So this is Rajah Tamaha Prakrutayah Samasila Bhajanti Vai. So this is mentioned. Those who are in the mode of passion and ignorance worship those in the same category. Rajah Tamaha Prakrutayah Samasila Bhajanti Vai, in the same quality. Pitru Bhuta Prajesadin. Pitru Bhota Prajeshadin. So what is that? Forefathers, other living beings, and Prajesha Adin, controllers of the cosmic administration. Shriya Aishwarya Praja Ipsavaha, that is for enrichment, wealth and power, and Prajini Ipsavaha, so desiring for that purpose. So those who are in the mode of passion and ignorance worship those in the same category, namely the forefathers, other living beings, and the demigods who are in charge of cosmic activities, for they are urged by a desire to be materially benefited with women, wealth, power, and progeny. So likewise, Sutta Goswami is saying, can I request dear devotees? So if you to recite this verse 3 times, everyone take the turn. Please let me know in case. First of all, once again, रजस्तमः रजस्तमः प्रकृतयः समशील भजन्ति वै पितृभूत प्रजेशादीन् श्रियेश्वर्य प्रजेत्सवः. Okay, so I request dear devotees take turns from the alphabetical order. Gauringi Mataji, would you like to go first?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Rajastama Prakritaya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitribhuta Pradesadin Sriya Aishwarya Prajasabha. Rajastama Prakritaya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitribhuta Pradesadin Sriya Aishwarya Prajasabha. Rajastamaha prakritayaha samasila bhajanti ve pitribhuta prajesadin sriya aishwarya prajesabaha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Very beautifully recited, Mataji. Thank you so much. And next, Jahnu Kanya Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Rajastama Prakritayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pitribhuta Prajeshadin Sri Aishwarya Prajip Sabaha. Rajastama Prakritayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pitribhuta Prajeshadin Sri Vaishvarya Prajip Sabaha. Rajastama Prakritayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pitribhuta Bhajeshya Sri Aishwarya Prajip Sabaha.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Nicely recited. Meena Mataji, would you like to go next?
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Rajastama Prakrutaya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitru Bhuta Prajesati Shri Aishwarya Prajeshava. Rajastama Prakrutaya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitru Bhuta Prajesati Shri Aishwarya Prajeshava. Rajastama Prakrutaya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitrubhuta Prajesadi Sriye Aishwarya Prajeshava.
Mataji, nicely recited. So, Rajaha Tamaha Prakrutayaha Samasela Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhuta Prajesha Adin Shriya Aishwarya Praja Ipsavaha, Praja, Ipsava. Praja plus Ipsavaha, Prajepsavaha. This is the splitting of the word called Praja plus Ipsavaha, Prajepsavaha. And here Praja plus Prajesha plus Adin, Prajeshadin. And likewise, one word is split whenever it is combined, and splitting it's a different. It is akaram, ikaram, ukaram. So this is the grammar of the Sanskrit. Like praja plus ipsavaha. Whenever it is combined, prajepsavaha, it will etvam. So it will comes etvam. Praja plus ipsavaha, prajepsavaha. And likewise, prajesha plus adin. Praja, isha, adin. It is actually three words. Praja, isha, adin. Prajeshadin. So three words combining together. Prajeshadin. So there are these grammatical things comes, and bhajanti vai and prakrutayah. So everything else is straightforward. Shriya, Aishwarya. This is Shriya plus Aishwarya, Shri Aishwarya. So AI combined together. So likewise, and otherwise when we see here, there are two A's incoming, Shriya, Aishwarya, Shri Aishwarya. And here, Praja, Yesha, Adin, Prajesh, Adin. So they are very beautifully, this is the grammatical thing when we enter into it, trying to explore all these things. We see, oh, what a beautiful thing of grammatical in the Sanskrit. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully done. Next, Saranya Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Rajastamah Pragrutayah Samashila Bhajandi Vai Pitarboda Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavah. Rajastamah Pragrutayah Samashila Bhajandi Vai Pitarboda Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavah. Rajatama Pragrutayah Samashila Bhajandi Vai Pitarboda Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavah. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Usha Mataji. Would you like to go next?
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Rajastamah Prakrutayah Samasena Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhuta Pradesadin Srihishwarya Prajekshavaha. Rajastamah Prakrutayah Samasena Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhuta Pradesadin Srihishwarya Prajekshavaha. Rajastamah Prakrutayah Samasena Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhuta Prajesadin Sriyeshwarya Prajekshavah.
Very beautifully recited. Thank you so much, Mataji. This is the similar verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Also, we see Krishna says, Yanti Deva Pruta Devan Pitrunyanti Pitrunyanti. Can anyone recite that verse?
Bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhya jino pinam yanti deva vrata devam pitrin yanti prite vrataha Bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhya pinam yanti deva vrata devan pitrin yanti prite vrataha Bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti majya jino pinamam. Those who worship the demigods will take birth amongst the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. Hare Krishna. I learned that from the Bhakti Shastri Prabhu.
Oh,
Haribol.
very nice, Mataji. You remember that verse.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, now, so we know that here what it is talking about here, it is not connecting to Krishna here. See, it is only Rajaha, Tamaha only, and demigods, Pitru, Bhotas, and the desserts are Shriya, Aishwarya, Praja. They are the Ipsabaha. Their qualities are Samaselam, and they are trying to do only bhajanti, only such kind of demigods only. Okay, so dear devotees, kindly take the turns. Can I request Gauringi Mataji to say what is Rajaha Tamaha and what do you understand, Mataji, from?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. Raja, the more of position, uh, tamasa, the more of ignorance. That's it, Prabhuji. Yeah? Raja Tama.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Raja means mode of position. Um, that one we going to yeah, we still have Rajaguni. We are not going to Sataguni or Tamaguni. We can do sometime a nicely God worship or chanting and temple, going to temple. Then Tamagun is low level for uh, low level to like um, animals. Animals. We cannot do sometimes like that. We can do sometimes Tomokuni. We don't want to go temple. We want to go material world. Then we need to sangha or someone like material world. They want to go somewhere, visit some place. Uh, then we can do that. Sometime then Rajagun we can go Rajagun, we can do chanting, we can go temple. That is Prabhuji. I think I don't see properly, Prabhuji. Sorry about that.
You're explaining very beautifully, Mataji. All things are perfectly explaining. That is the experience. So just only thing is just keep ourselves open our mouth. That's it. Everyone speak. All the devotees, they're pure. They don't speak anything else. They speak only the philosophy, Krishna related to Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Jehna Kanya Mataji. And so, Prakrutayaha. So, and so why they have used Prakrutayaha?
Hare Krishna. Prakritayaha. So it means of that mentality. So those who think think negative and take the path of committing sins and go down the line of the lower grade of activities, they would they would actually be in the mode of that level of mentality. So they would perform these unwanted activities in the material world, and so they will become that kind of people. So they would not be in the mode of goodness, they'd be in mode of passion and ignorance. And so that doesn't help them to progress in the spiritual world. So this is what I gather. So they're not going to be able to. They worship that level of activity which is like the demigods and the spirits and the dead, and they become in that category in their rebirth. So if they were, like we just read in the chapter 9 Bhagavad Gita, those who practice and worship the demigods and the ghosts, and they go to the same level of life, the next life. They take birth among such beings. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So this Raja and Tamaha and Prakrutayaha. Prakrutayaha is the manifestation of the three material modes of nature. And here only two are mentioned. They are Prakrutayaha. They will go. They are not permanent. They keep on changing. Uddham gachanti sattvastha. Madhye tishtanti rajasaha. Jhagani vrittistha adho gachanti. So that is tamasaha. Adho gachanti tamasaha. This is by sinful activities they fall down into the lower species of life. That is tamasaha. Rajaha is the madhye tishtanti rajasaha. That is that they will be in the material world only. Material world and lower species. These are all prakrutayaha. They will be manifesting and they will be keep on changing. These are the mentality keeps on changing in this material world. It is not steady, not Vishuddha Sattva, contaminated. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Samasila Bhajanti Vai. Can I request Meena Mataji for it?
Samasila Bhajanti. Samasila Bhajanti is of the same category, and Bhajanti do worship, as you explained. That like who are in the mood of passion and ignorance, and their mentality is the same. Like yeah, they are the same, come under same category, and they worship as is mentioned that like a Pitru and like a demigod, and as you said, their mentality also like they changes time to time. Like sometimes some are in Rajas and sometimes they like some are in Tamas. So they are like come under same category. Bhajanti, and they do worship. They also do worship, but they worship is mentioned at Pitrugal and like some of the demigod to get the materialistic, to gain materialistic, where the power, and for that reason they just do worship Rajas and Tamas Prakritis, like mentalities, like passion and ignorance mentalities people.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
So this is Samasila Bhajanti Vai, which is the same qualities as the Rajaha Tamaha. So Prabhupada number of dimensions, it is the same feather birds will come together, like all the bird pigeons and the crows and then different cranes and the peacocks. Each category of the birds, they will stay together. And likewise in the human also, there is a different mentality of the people. They will come together. Some people who are worshipping the bhutas, pretas, they go together and live at one place. And people who worship some goddess Kali, they will go to one place, are coming together as a society. Likewise, but devotees of Krishna, they're the topmost. So Krishna is 100%, and their consciousness is the topmost. Their behavior is the topmost. So they are the perfect. But here, Samasila Bhajanti vai related to Rajaha, Rajaha, Tamaha, Prakrutayaha. They are the temporary things. They are the lower. And they worship such kind of demigods. So that is going to be mentioned in the further. Thank you so much, Mataji. Can I request Saranya Mataji next? Pitru Bhota Praja Isha Adin.
Hare Krishna. Pitar Bodha Prajeshadim. Pitar means the forefathers, Bodha means other living beings, Prajeshadim means controller of cosmic administration. So those people who are in the mode of passion or those are in the mode of ignorance, they of that mentality, that people will worship those of the same categories, and they worship those same people. So who are that categories, like who all these people in the mode of ignorance and passion worships means those of forefathers and other living beings, bodhas, like other living beings, and prajesha, the controller of cosmic administration. So they just worship the administrators of the manifestation. They are not bothered, or they don't know about the creator or the supreme authority or the supreme reason, the sarva karana karana, the ultimate cause of everything. They are not at all bothered about that. They are just worshipping the administrators. Those are just like an employees appointed by Narayana to do some works on this the universe. So they worship either forefathers or other Buddhas or the controller of cosmic administration. So their, according to their mentality, they want to, they are in passion, they want to achieve something in the material world out of passion, or in the mode of ignorance they are like lazy, or they want something inferior or something toxic things. So according to their mentality, they approach to a place where they can grant that easily. So they are not, they are just approaching the cosmic administrators rather than the ultimate supreme authority. So is that correct, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. So it is the perfect context. So the festivals, for example, Sankranti festivals are going on. Many people, they offer their Pitru, they want, they desire, oh, my dear forefathers, please bless us. We will be happy, and my children will be happy, and also demigods, and also this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I ask a doubt?
Yes, Mataji.
So, Prabhu, do these forefathers have any capability to grant some blessings? They were also like Jivatma. They just died and they were waiting for their punishment, or they were just doing their suffering their results in the upper planets, right? So, do they actually have any capability to bless their next generation like a demigod?
It is actually, whenever a soul desires, that will come true with a deep intention, it will come true. That is the motto of the material world, or any living world or cosmic desire. Because we desire to enjoy separately from Krishna, we have come to this material world, temporary material world. It is not permanent. And here the Pitrus, the forefathers, and here we are desiring that forefathers, please bless us. And they have given the lineage, like my father and his father and his father. Likewise, they have left their body, and if they have done some pious activities, they go to the Pitruloka. And Pitruloka is also mentioned, which is nearby, something like that, nearer to the earth, and they reside there. And within that lineage, when they are blessing, when they are desiring, yes, this child get a devotion to Krishna, then as soon as that child gets into devotional service of Krishna consciousness, then they will be relieved from there and they be elevated to the further higher planetary systems. If he is there, if the children are doing, for example, my son is doing Rajasuya sacrifice, he will be elevated to the Brahma's planet. So likewise, when Yudhishthira was also encouraged by Narada Muni, when Narada Muni came and then saying, after constructing the Mahisabha for Yudhishthira, and then it was so beautiful. And then Yudhishthira was saying, so Narada was explaining, your palace is so beautiful. It is exceeding than the Indra's plan, Indra's Sudharma Sabha. And that time Yudhishthira asks, and then your father, when I went to the Yamadharmaraj Sabha, there also I saw your father. Like that. And when I went to the Brahma Sabha, there I have seen Harishchandra. Then Yudhishthira got some kind of just kind of feeling that my father is in the Yamaloka, Yamasabha, but Harishchandra, he is in the Brahmaloka. The Harishchandra has done Rajasuya sacrifice, and then so Narada Muni is encouraging in some way or other that Yudhishthira to do Rajasuya sacrifice. For what? To elevate his father Panduraja from Yamadharmaraj Sabhas to the higher, to the Brahmas. So Brahmaloka, something like that. So there what we understand is it based on our activities, our forefathers will be elevated to the upper planetary systems. And also we have seen some in the Ekadashi Vratas, some of the forefathers, they are dwelling in the hellish planets and then they give message to the Narada Muni and then convey that one to his children. So for example, Prachina Barhi, I think. So his father, when he was performing this Ekadashi Vrata, his father was relieved from that condition of life. So that is what we understand. Based on our activities, the forefathers are all desiring, my son has to do like this. The desire itself is a strength. If they have power or not, that is second thing. Most powerful thing is the desire. If there are millions of people desiring the same thing, it would come true very quickly, sooner. Millions of people desiring to have Rama temple to be constructed very quickly. It is coming. It's been so many years, so we see those messages that it's been 500 and more than 500 years. Now it is coming true. It is a desire. But it is only time is separating. How strong we are desiring, that only matters. And but everything else, it is our activity, how we carry out our day-to-day, our dharma, according to the religious principles. And also when for example, Dasharatha has come and shown himself to Lord Ramchandra during the battle, he was thinking, Lord Ramchandra was thinking, this is during the Sita Mata's testing, that Sita Mata enters into the fire, and then at the time Lord Ramchandra also, Dasharath Maharaj also comes there. That is one thing. His father is coming. And when Janamejaya, when he is performing Sarpayaga, at the time Parikshit Maharaj, whose body is already burnt, he comes down with the power of Vyasadeva and then visible in front of Janamejaya and then speak to him. And so we see the forefathers, they are also desiring. They, as soon as they bless their desire, then things will be easy for us. So we worship Pitrus in that context. That is the Sankranti. But if we neglect such kind of things, they will be distressed. If we are offering oblations like a kind of 15 days, Amavasya and Purnami, 15 days like a one day and 15 days like one night for them. It is similarly like that for the Pitrus. So one must be offering, and once in a year we need to do some kind of offerings like a Pitru Paksha is there, something like that. then they will feel satisfied, and then bless them. If we do not do anything, if we don't do devotional service, and if we don't do any pitru worship, then they will curse that child. That is not good.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you. Yes, I understood. So we are doing that for their blessings, and they will also pray for us. So that will be like a more easy to get what we desire, right? So is it like that?
Yes, Mataji, this is a cooperation. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Nicely described about Pitrubhuta, Praja, Isha, Adi. Usha Mataji, can I request on this one? Shriya, Aishwarya, Praja, Ipsavaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sriya, enrichment, Aishwarya, wealth and power, Praja, progeny, and Ipsava, so desiring. So the people who have that desire to give them more progeny and everything, so they can worship the like demigods, and they don't know about the supreme personality of Godhead. So they worship and then they fulfill their desire to get the wealth and power. And yes, Prabhu, yeah. So the people, the supreme person could give everybody like they can free will, like we said, independence to worship. But some people who wants more wealth and power, and then like a progeny, so they worship the demigod if they have a desire. So the Krishna devotees, they have desire to reach the Krishna, so they can worship the like a supreme person. But yeah, there's are some of people, they always like go to demigods and fulfill the material desire. So that is probably that right. So
Yes,
that's
Mataji. Yeah, that is perfectly explained. So this is Shriya is enrichment or opulence. This is opulence Dehi, and then Aishwarya Dehi, wealth and power, Aishwaryas, and then children. Um, we want children. These are the yips of so many desires for the people in the mode of passion and ignorance. Their habits are eating very bitter kind of pungent tastes for the mode of ignorance, and also the sharp tastes for the people in the mode of passion. Katvam lavana atyushna tikshna ruksha vidahinah aharaha, therefore the rajasas yatayamam gatarasam puti paripanchayat. These are the food habits for the tamogunas, and their desires also in the similar way. We want this one, we want it for sense enjoyment, something like that. Their desires are always lower. Everything starts with the tongue. If we do not control the tongue with mode of or prasadam, then it will be infected with the talking. One is the prasangam ajaram pasham, unnecessary talks. Due to that, unnecessary desires, so many other things which would complicate the life. And then mind will be disturbed all the time. Okay, so now can I request all the devotees? So Rajaha Tamaha Prakrutayaha Samasila Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhota Praja Isha Adin Shreeshwari Prepsavaha Rajtamaha Prakrutayaha Samasila Bhajanti Vai Pitrubhota Prajesadin Shreeshwari Prepsavaha. So once again, hope it is very straightforward, simple words. Yeah, you will all be able to remember all these things. So please try to do 3 times once again. If you can remember out of those 3 times, you can close your eyes in case Otherwise, you can peak also. So kindly do the 3 times. Hare Krishna. Gauringi Mataji, would you go now?
Okay, Prabhuji. रजस्तमः प्रकृतय समशीला भजन्ति वै पितृभूतप्रजेशादीन् श्रिय ऐश्वर्यप्रजेप्सवः रजस्तमः प्रकृतयः समशीला भजन्ति वै पितृभूतप्रजेशादीन् श्रिय ऐश्वर्यप्रजेप्सवः रजस्तमः प्रकृतय समशीला भजन्ति वै पितृभूतप्रजेशादीन् श्रियै ऐश्वर्यप्रजेप्सवः. I can close eye now, my eyes now. रजस्तया प्रकृतया भज रजस्तया प्रकृतया समशीला भजन्ति वै other one I cannot probably I can open my eyes now. Pitribhuta prajesadin Sriyan Aishwarya Sama cannot do Prabhuji. Sorry.
Yeah, you have tried, Mataji. Just only one word. That's all. Prayat Savaha. Very good try. Thank you so much, Mataji. You're able to remember most of it.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, can I request Jahna Kanya Mataji?
Hare Krishna. I'll try with my eyes closed. Rajastama prakritayaha samashila bhajanti vai pitribhuta pajeshadin pitribhuta pajeshadin Shriyashvarya Prajip Savaha Rajastama Prakritayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pitribhuta Prajeshad Adin Shriyashvarya Prajip Savaha Rajastama Prakritayaha Samashila bhajanti vai pitribhuta bhajanti pitribhuta prajeshadin Shri Aishwarya Prajip Shabaha. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. You learned it on the fly.
The second two is hard to remember. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Can I request Meena Mataji next? Meena Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Not unmute. Yeah, okay, I'll try. Now I will close my eyes and Rajastama Rajeshriya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitru Buddha Prajeshiva Sriya Aishwarya Prajeshava Rajastama Prakrutiya Samabhava Rajastama Prakrutiya Samasila Bhajanti Ve Samasila Bhajanti Ve Pitru Bhuta Prajeshiva पितृभूत प्रजेशालीं श्रिय ऐश्वर्य प्रजेशव रजस्तमा प्रकृतिय समभाव रजस्तमा प्रकृतिय समशीला भजन्ति वे पितृभूत प्रजेशादि श्रिय ऐश्वर्य प्रजेशव.
Hare Krishna, very beautifully recited, Mataji. So you have learned this way very beautifully. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Saranya Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I will try closing my eyes.
Yes.
Rajastama Pragradayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pidarboodar Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavaha Rajastama Pragradayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pidarboodha Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavaha Rajastama Pragradayaha Samashila Bhajanti Vai Vidarbhuta Prajesadin Sri Aishwarya Prajepshavaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. You have learned this verse already. When we keep repeating these words, we will learn on the fly. We don't need much efforts. Okay, so next with Usha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I try the looking Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Rajastama prakrutaya samasila bhajanti ve pitrubhuta prajesadin Swarya Prajeksava Rajastama Prakrutaya Samashila Bhajanti ve Pitrubhuta Prajesadin Sri Swarya Prajeksava Rajastama Prakrutaya Samashila Bhajanti ve Pitrubhuta Prajesadin Sri Swarya Prajeksava. Hare Krishna. I'm so proud. I just remember Prabhu.
Very beautifully reviewed. Yes, Mataji. This is a very, see, among the devotees, when we are just keep discussing it, hearing it, we will learn it on the fly.
Everybody researching, then they have the prices research after this. So yeah, just remember. Thank you, Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So this is simple thing. That's all. We don't need scholarly all these things. Just if we repeat, close our eyes, and if we just do it 3 times, we will learn it. That's it. It will stay there forever in the heart. Okay, so can I request dear devotees? It's a small purport, 3 paragraphs. Take the turns, 3 devotees. So, and then what Prabhupada is saying here.
Hare
I can
Krishna
read
Prabhu.
first.
Okay, so you're one after another. You can take.
Okay, you can read Mataji and can you go next?
Govini Mataji, are you reading?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Okay, I can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Usha Mataji, you can read Mataji. I will read another one.
There is no need to worship demigods of whatsoever category if one is serious about going back to Godhead. In the Bhagavad Gita 7:20-23, it is clearly said that those who are made after material enjoyment approach the different demigods for temporary benefit, which are meant for men with a poor fund of knowledge. We should never desire to increase the depth of material enjoyment. Material enjoyment should be accepted only up to the point of the bare necessities of life and not more or less than that. To accept more material enjoyment means to bind oneself more and more to the miseries of material existence. More wealth, more women, and aristocracy are some of the demand of the materially disposed man because he has no information of the benefit derived from Vishnu worship. By Vishnu worship, one can derive benefit in this life and in this life as well as in life after death. Forgetting these principles, foolish people who are after more wealth, more wives, and more children worship various demigods. The aim of life is to end the miseries of life and not to increase them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Gauriya Mataji, would you like to go now?
Okay, Bhagavatam. For material enjoyment, there is no need to approach the demigods. The demigods are but servants of the Lord. As us, as such, they are duty bound to supply necess- necessities of life in the form of water, light, air, etc. Uh, One should work hard and worship the Supreme Lord by the fruits of one's hard labor for uh, ex- extents, and that should be the motto of life. On should One should be careful to execute occupation service with faith in the God in the proper way, and that will lead on gradually on the progressive march back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. One more last paragraph.
Can I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Lord Sri Krishna, when he was personally present at Vrajadham, stopped the worship of the demigod Indra and advised the residents of Vraja to worship by their business and to have faith in God. Worshipping the multi-demigods for material gain is practically a privacity of regions. The sort of regions, the privacity of religion. This sort of religion's activity has been condemned in the very beginning of the Bhagavatam as Kartavya Dharma. There is only one religion in the world to be followed by one and all, and that is the Dharma. Bhagavatam Dharma, or the religions which teach one to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead and no one else. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So this one, worshipping Pitrus and Bhutas, it is not needed. So this is automatically come by if your people are doing mistakes and then going again, please forgive and anything and then please bless me. That is the people who are sinful. They only go to the demigods and then pray. But who are doing their activity as per dharma, they don't need to. They worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a matter of duty. So this one devotee says, Nasta dharme navusinichaye naiva kamo babhoge yad bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam etat prajyam mama bahumatam bahu janma janmantarepi तत्पादाम्बोरुह युगगता निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु यद्यद् bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam. That is, all the whatever happens, happens by based on the purva karmanurupam. And what do demigods and pitrus and bodhas they do? They will bring our pious activities a little bit to front so that we feel we are blessed more. But actually, it is our karma only. Do we need that one? and then making sure it is generic way. We don't have to so Prabhupada that is condemned in the beginning of the Bhagavatam as a Kaitava dharma. Otherwise, why do we go to the demigods? If we are doing our activity, they will be doing their duty and giving all these fruits and everything. People will live very happily as usually. They go to the Supreme Lord because they have done some sinful activity. They are not getting those enough necessities, and they worship the demigods. So that is very in the beginning itself. It is condemned going to the demigods. So one has to follow this Bhagavata dharma. The dharma pronjita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastamatra vasu sivadam tapatriyonmulanam. That is Sri Bhagavat dharma. Rejecting Kaitava dharma. No dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Just